Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They've been two home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week one.
And how about that defense last week? They pitched a shutout, and it's really more like a no-hitter because they absolutely dominated that game from the opening whistle.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. If you got to fight against that, they've got to come out ready to play.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 58 yards.
Not a horrendous week last week running the ball, but definitely room for improvement for their numbers. No doubt they made some slight adjustments in how they're going to call plays this week in hopes they can kick those numbers up a notch.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw, it's Carr. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, it's Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, they're sending out an early memo that points are not going to be easy to come by in this one. A block here in the opening quarter. What a block it was.
I love how you talked about sending out a memo. I know one special teams coach who leaves a note in the lockers of guys he wants on his special teams. A direct invitation to them. He wants them to have the pride in what they're doing. This group showed it right there. A big effect on this game.
I call it no gain there on the first down play. Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field. And first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. To throw is Prescott. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A second down throw for Prescott. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the gun. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Oh, and that is incomplete. When you look at this defense, they were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the 1st quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. As they've got it as we resume action. The throw out right will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Lou Hedley now. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Second and 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Kamara off the draw. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The shirt put up by these two defenses in this 1st half. The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them giving an inch. And that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the 1st half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Demario Davis there on the stop. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Prescott on 3rd and 2. And it is caught. And he'll be taken down. Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just help receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's it.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Oilers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. With just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. They'll get this out to Kamara. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Carr's throw complete there to Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Carr now on first down. Again, it's Johnson. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete there to Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Into the red zone, it's Carr. On the check down, he finds Kamara.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really...
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
I'm actually surprised more games aren't tied because the messages in both locker rooms are both trying to get a quick start. But one team actually did, but the defensive guys, they can take it right back because this game has been a tug of war all the way through.
Gets past one man, and he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Prescott on first down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, it hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now they'll run on the ground. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the 1st and goal. Prescott now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. What a great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Oilers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, the bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
Running lanes read a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They run it again with Camara, and they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no comeback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Here's 3rd and 6. On play action, now Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up the 1st and goal.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Kamara is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
We're getting set up for what should be a great 4th quarter. This has been a hard-hitting game because both teams have punched and counter-punched equally well. And here's a good finish to this drive. A touchdown run here late in the 3rd quarter.
When we hop out the car, we gonna make sure they feel it. They gonna know it's a bleed. I been sitting back chilling, just minding my business, and niggas been acting like they can get hit. They be talking that shit. When I walk in these bitch, I look like a lick. Hey, chopper got kicked. When I let these be real niggas start turning.
Grouping for the extra point. And we've got a good one going. Worrell knotted up at 14. That time a 6-play drive. And the counter came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. To the 25. Houston's offense taking over again. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Second down, Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. That'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this run upfield across the 45. Off the play fake, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. That was a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive going right here.
Prescott on play action. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now Prescott. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A second down throw for Prescott. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. Throwing, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 24 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Prescott. And that is caught. But he will come down the says the center judge. Incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third?
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Oilers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Olave. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. They run. It's Kamara. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Working with a lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Running behind center with Vaughn. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. That is caught. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Aubrey now for the point after. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So time for Carr and the Saints. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 20 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a 1st down. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Carr. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
And this is dropped. Oh my goodness, there was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. One final try now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, a ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat handle it. They stood up,